Yo, what's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy, Kevin Forte. And we are taking a look today at, it's a sad topic once again. The Ottawa Senators are the next team on the chopping block to be eliminated from the Stanley Cup Playoffs here in 2022. So we're going to be going over that today. What went wrong? What's the future of this team? So we're going to go over that. So, fun fact. Well, I guess not necessarily fun fact, but interesting fact. The Ottawa Senators haven't made the playoffs or won a playoff series since 2015 or 2017, when obviously they went on that run to the Eastern Conference Finals, and we know how things went after that. They played the Pittsburgh Penguins, were pretty much one goal away from winning, that series, and who knows what happened in the final, right? So that was 2017. It's been now 5 seasons that this team has missed the playoffs. It's a 5-year playoff drought for the Ottawa Senators, and like I said, 2017 was their last appearance. So this has been a rough spot here for the Senators. We knew they'd be rebuilding, and that's kind of been the sentiment, but we're starting to see them inch closer to actually building this team, and now they've got some core pieces in place. They have Tim Stützle up front. They have Thomas Chabot on the back end, and you're starting to see some of these younger guys that they've drafted here in the last year or two starting to make their way into the lineup. Guys like Jake Sanderson will start coming in, Lassie Thompson. Up front, we've seen the big boys like Brady Tkachuk develop. So this is really where we're starting to see the Senators become the team that we have been hoping that they eventually would. Now, they are still very far from playoff contention, especially in the Eastern Conference this year, but they are starting to move in the right direction, and I think we could see them go after a big free agent this summer, specifically the Ottawa native coming back home, maybe. Could Claude Giroux come to the Ottawa Senators? Now, a lot of people would say no. Why would Giroux want to go to the Sens? I think it's more the fact that, like I said, it's his hometown, and the Senators are kind of on the cusp of getting to that point where they could be a playoff team, and truthfully, I do see a fit there. I do see something where Claude Giroux is a fit there. Now, there's always the possibility he returns to Philly. I don't know how sold I am on that necessarily, but that's always going to be in the equation. So those are really the two big spots. I've also heard Montreal. Of course, his name is Claude Giroux. Of course, he's going to get interest from the Montreal Canadiens. But all kidding aside, that's to be expected. So Giroux is going to be a name to look at if you're the Senators this summer. We've been hearing a lot on that front. The development of their guys, like I said, even in between the pipes, Philip Gustafsson has been a good goalie. Thank God they didn't trade him at the deadline. That would have been a huge mistake. Keeping guys, like I said, like Sanderson, who are going to start coming in next year, as a rookie. He might even get some games here down the stretch, so that's something to be excited about here in the very near future if he's not in the lineup already. So that's very exciting. As guys like Shane Pinto and those younger guys start to get going, I think those guys just need more seasoning and development. So I think this is a team that's going the right way. Same thing for Stützle. He's kind of just had a tough time finishing and getting the actual goals. He puts himself in a really good position a lot of the time. He's just not able to get the goal, get the puck in the damn net. That's kind of been his biggest flaw, I guess you could say. So as those guys get a little more experience and mature a little bit, I think the Senators are going to be a team to watch. Now, the problem is they're going to need some other teams in that, especially in the Atlantic Division, to kind of fall or slip up a little next year. I mean, you look at those 3 teams, Toronto, Tampa, and Florida. I'm not even mentioning Boston, who has been probably the best of those 4 teams here in the last month or two. I mean, you've got to get past some of those teams, and that's going to be the real issue. I think, Boston and Tampa, you could argue, are kind of on the tail end of their window, maybe. Toronto's still going. They're going to have Matthews and Marner and Nylander for a couple more years. Kind of the same thing in terms of Florida. They've got, as long as they lock up Barkov, they're going to be good for a long time here. Like, I don't know. It's going to be tough. So the Senators can't be good to get to the postseason. They're going to have to be great. And that's not even talking about, when you talk about wild card, you're going to have to play Washington, the Islanders, the Rangers, Carolina, Pittsburgh. Those are, I mean, there's no easy way about it. Not to mention, in your own damn division, you have Detroit kind of on the rise this season. So you're going to have some competition. So the Senators, if they want to get to where they want to get to, it is going to be difficult. And it means they're going to have to beat some really good teams and kind of push them out of the way. So we'll see if the Senators could start to maybe do that a little bit next season. What are the keys really this summer? I mean, obviously it's to get Claude Giroux. I think getting some more veteran presence in this room. You've got a lot of young talent. It's adding the guys around them, and I think that's where Claude Giroux could fit in really well. You got to figure out the goaltending situation behind Philip Gustafsson. I don't know how they go into next season with Matt Murray. I don't think that's really even an option. He has gotten a little bit better since he got placed on waivers, but that ship has kind of sailed, I think, at this point. And unless something drastically changes in his game where he just all of a sudden comes out of it, I think that will be the end of Matt Murray in Ottawa. At least, I hope it is. And again, I don't even think they're going to buy him out. Maybe they just put him on waivers and see if he gets claimed. They keep him in the minors as less money and pay him an AHL salary. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I think the Senators have some things to work on this summer. Adding a little bit more depth to their defense. Artem Zub has looked good, so that's something that's promising. Keep him around. So that's kind of what you're looking at, but like I said, there is some things that they need to improve. Definitely got to fix goaltending and adding some more veteran presence to the locker room, both on defense and up front in the forward group. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you again next time.